You're listening to Soundside on KUOW. I'm Libby Dankman. We got a long weekend ahead of us, and Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. It's exciting to see that, there's a little bit of rain in the forecast for Monday. Well, either way, rain or shine, Soundside producer Jason Megatron Burrows is here with a ton of fun stuff to do this weekend.
Thank you, Libby, and welcome to the Weekend Warmup. All right, I need to get something off of my chest. I have jumped from one cult to another. Yesterday, I poured my heart out about women's professional hockey here in Seattle, and today I have to admit that I just started reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and I am hooked. My Instagram algorithm has already figured it out and has been feeding me nothing but Princess Donut memes, and I am here for it. So, with that in mind, let's talk about a bunch of bookish events happening this weekend. The Pacific Northwest is jam-packed with bookstores, and I'm one of those guys who can't go into a bookstore without buying anything, so I spend a lot of time pining away from outside, peering through the window at all of those books, just waiting to be read. Sorry, where were we? Oh, right, book events. Let's begin in Ballard, where you can take part in the inaugural Ballard Book Crawl on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 5 different bookstores are playing along: Ballard Books, Secret Garden Bookshop, Swoon City, Twice Sold Tales, and The Ink Drinker. Each shop is hosting events all weekend long, and if you get a stamp at each of the 5 stores, you'll be entered to win a gift basket worth over $300 in prizes. I love walking around Ballard, and this is just one more excuse to go spend more time in that beautiful neighborhood. Next up, out in Bothell, the Lost the Plot mobile bookstore will be at 2 events on Friday and Saturday. Friday, there is the Swap and Sip at Odd Otter Brewing from 4 until 7 p.m., and on Saturday, they will be at the Bothell Making Local Market from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. All the details about how the Swap and Sip works is on the Lost the Plot website. I will post that link in the show notes. Next, Saturday, out in Bremerton, Ballast Book Company presents Bremerton by the Book. It's Quincy Square's first ever author-focused festival. It's billed as an afternoon filled with stories, creativity, and music performances from 11 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. There will be a bunch of local authors in attendance. That's Saturday out in Bremerton. If you are headed out to Spokane this weekend, on Saturday, Page 42 Bookstore is hosting Smut and Sips. It sounds similar to the Swap and Sip mentioned earlier, only with much spicier books. 16 local authors will be on hand as you read and swap romance and other related books, and they're partnering with the Wandering Hound for drinks. Smut and Sip is happening from noon until 5 at Page 42 in Spokane on Saturday. Finally, I want to give a huge shout out to @BeckyBooksAndBeads on Instagram for these bookish recommendations. She has a ton more on her page. Go check it out. Thank you very much to Becky. All right, that's enough book stuff for now, so let's go hiking. Trailhead Direct, the bus partnership between King County Metro, WashDOT, and King County Parks, which takes hikers from downtown Seattle out to Mount Si and the Issaquah Alps. It's starting up on Saturday. It is a $3 trip with your Orca card and runs from Capitol Hill through downtown out to the east side and back. It begins at 7 a.m. on Saturday and runs every weekend through the end of August. Speaking of Ren Fairs, which we weren't, the Whidbey Ren Fair is happening this weekend at Beachview Farm just west of Oak Harbor on Whidbey Island. Weekend passes have sold out, but day passes are still available, and the fair runs from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. on both Saturday and Sunday. And finally, back here in the city, the annual Northwest Folklife Festival will be taking over Seattle Center Friday through Monday. It's huge, it's hippie, it's awesome, it's folklife. And that is it. It looks like it's going to be a pretty fun weekend. I will be venturing north, so don't break anything while I'm gone. As usual, we will have links to all of these events at KUOW.org/Soundside, and you can find even more events by checking out KUOW's podcast, Meet Me Here. If you would like to suggest an event for future installments of the Weekend Warmup, shoot me an email, arts@KUOW.org. Thank you for listening to Soundside. I am Jason Megatron Burrows, and that's what you could be doing this weekend.
Thanks for listening to Soundside. Don't forget you can listen live on KUOW 94.9 FM Seattle at noon and 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or anytime online at KUOW.org or on your favorite podcast app.